Listen, the same media that a lot of people believe in, it's the same media that lies a lot about Islam. Isn't that true? Isn't that the same media, and I don't want to call their names, I don't care. It could be Fox, could be CNN, could be Channel 764, whatever. They're the same media who blaspheme our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They're the same media who misrepresent the teachings of the Quran. They're the same media who do so many things against Islam in the name of media. So I'm not saying to denounce the media totally. I love media. I love journalism. We love social media. That's why we are broadcasting live here from Al-Hikmat TV in Darul Uloom, Florida, USA. But don't just be bought off. I tell people all the time, you don't have to believe what I say. I'm just speaking from the Quran, the Sunnah. Go verify it. You're not supposed to believe every sheikh and every scholar that you hear. Go verify it with the Quran and the Sunnah before you get brainwashed. And that brings me to another point. When I look at some of the messages going out there, and the videos and the clips, I'm like, astaghfirullah. I wonder if people are being bought off. You know, bought off by the wealthy and the powerful. The wealthy and the powerful. Are they buying scholars off? Because I'm hearing some kind of interpretations from some scholars, some imams, some leaders, some people in position in organizations, politicians. Technically, in every field you got this corruption. Even in the medical field, there are doctors who are bought off by institutions. Go check it out. The corruption of sales of medications. There are some people who will sell you medication even if they know there's a better medication because this company has paid them off to promote their medication. Go check it out. They will come to your office and give you free samples, hundreds of samples, so you use their sample as opposed to the better one. And you use the better one for yourself, and you give the public the other one because you've been paid. Good gifts, nice pens, nice things for your office. It happens in religion. And I'm not too worried what they do in the scientific and the medical world. That's their profession. But do you know it happens in religion? Yes, my brothers and sisters. I don't want to make a point that you think that it's an opinion of mine. It's not. Again, I want to say, bi'idhnillah, with the permission of Allah, and a lot of you out there, worldwide, wherever you are, in Arabia, in Africa, in the Caribbean, in India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, wherever you are, you'll be seeing a lot of clippings and videos from Muslims. Verify it first with Quran and Sunnah. Don't jump around and say, well, Sheikh so-and-so said that. Imam so-and-so said that. I don't want you to even believe what I say. Please go check it in the Quran and Sunnah first. Do you know the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Do you remember in his days, what did the kuffar try to do? What did the kuffar try to do with Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Didn't they offer him the sun and moon? We'll give you the sun and moon in your hands. Just do what we say. Isn't that true? Didn't everybody knows that? Told the leaders, who were the leaders? The rich and the powerful. The rich and the powerful. This is an important thing. What happened? People don't have fear for Allah. So the rich and the powerful in the days of the Prophet ﷺ would tell him, stop preaching the message of God. We don't want you to preach this oneness of God. Come on. You do what we say and we give you everything. And that's how the Prophet ﷺ said, if you give me the sun in my right hand and the moon in my left hand, I will still not succumb to your false teachings. And today, from then, that has been happening. Leaders of those days, and that's what is translated into the rich and the powerful of today. Organizations buy off imams, religious leaders, professionals, politicians, Some of the rich and powerful buy out politicians. So when the politicians get in power, they do what the rich and powerful tells them to do. And this is a sign of the day of judgment. The Prophet ﷺ says, when the ignorant will rule the world, the ignorant who will have the tall, the barefooted people who will have the tall skyscrapers, they are the people pull the shots for a lot of professionals. A lot of professionals, and I'm repeating bi'idhnillah. Forget about the professionals that they mislead, or they buy out to mislead the people. The religious leaders, it's a very sad thing. The people tried it with the Prophet ﷺ, and he did not fall to it. But today it's happening. A lot of people in the world, you go all over the Muslim world, I don't care, go check Arabia, check America, check Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, see where the rich and the powerful buys out Muslim scholars to interpret Islam to please the rich and the powerful. Go check it out. That's all I'm saying. I quote no one, I say nothing. In the time of Musa alayhi salatu wasalam, what did Pharaoh try to do? Huh? When Moses, peace be upon him, went to give the message of Allah, Moses tried to buy him out to be amongst him and follow him. Musa alayhi salatu wasalam refused. Again, you see the rich and the powerful trying to buy out the message of God. Isn't that true, my brothers and sisters? You don't need to believe what I'm saying. Go check the Bible, check the Quran, check the Torah, check the Psalms, check the life of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Why did the people in Islam, we don't believe that Jesus was crucified, but we believe they wanted to crucify him. And they attempted to crucify him. And I know we're just close to Easter, but I'm not going to talk about that. We don't have the time for that. You go check that out. But why did they attempt to kill him? Why in the Christian world he was killed? In the Christian belief, not Islam. Because they wanted Jesus. The rich and the powerful in those days, the rich and the powerful in those days wanted Jesus to say what they want him to say. Wanted Jesus, peace be upon him, to do what they want him to do. And when he did not, they said, we'll nail you to the cross. And that happens today. A lot of rich and powerful people, what do they do? Workers in their organizations and churches and masjids, etc. They say, Mr. Imam, Mr. Sheikh, if you don't do as we say to do, we'll nail you to the cross. We will. And nail to the cross mean fired. Sad. So back to this, for everyone out there, please do not fatabayyanu, verify. People can twist things to make you believe this is Quran and this is Hadith. Just as they twist things to say that Islam is not a peaceful religion, Islam is all about killing people, Islam is all about doing this and doing that. It's all false. But millions of people believe that because other people have interpreted it and twisted it to confuse the minds of people.